So apparently, there's a lot of misconceptions about the truth. Right now, retrograde is still bringing in information, clarification, confirmation. Things are being made clear abundantly. And there's still a little bit of like a tinge of what is real, what is not, what is the truth, your truth, my truth, their truth, whoever they are over there, right here, whatever it is, the truth, right? And some of these people seem to be in this kind of like mum's the word type of situation where they are just going silent because they can't even face the truth. Hence the fact that it's difficult to speak the truth. I heard the universe say, if the cat got your tongue, you need to go get a dog. It's Leo season. Listen, welcome to Spiritual Court TV. If you're new, come on in. If you're returning back, welcome back. Let's see what's going on. Let's tap into this energy. Bring your higher self, bring your spirit team, and last but never the least, bring your divine intuition. That's how you call for divine intervention over situations where the truth is a little murky, but it's really being made clear. So this is really about admitting that which is true, right? So let's see. There's so many different variations of the truth. So many people watching, stalking, gawking. They're trying to see if you're going to tell the truth as it relates to you. It may involve them depending on how you tell your story. Karma's here to set the record straight, okay? There's your side, there's his side, her side, our side. Everybody's got a side. Yeah, I just heard pick a side, pick a side. But one thing you cannot do is lie. Pick a side. Somebody's too afraid to tell the truth. The cat got their tongue, so now they got to go get a dog. Something like that. Something about gaining access to AI, acronym for ancient intelligence. Whoever I'm talking to, you're an ancient soul. You're above all of this. It's beneath you because you walk in your truth. And even if there's a little bit of confusion about what's real, it always comes out. I just heard come spill the tea. Yeah, I can't make this up. Beta energy. Beta is somebody that's non-confrontational. You don't do too much unless you have to get with the business. And speaking the truth seems to be creating a lot of chaos. Clarify the cat's got your tongue. Go get yourself a dog. The copycat. Okay. Well, somebody's stuttering. I mean, I can't even say I feel bad. I almost said that just kind of like auto response, out of like my auto responsive side. I don't want to be that anymore. I can't say that anymore. I almost felt bad for the copycat, but I can't find myself feeling bad for somebody who's artificially intelligent trying to copy ancient intelligence. It's always going to be a difficult thing. So now the cat has gotten somebody's tongue. The truth is out. They're the copycat. They're the fraud. What else, Holy Spirit? Something about you having too much spiritual protection, non-committal energy, emotional manipulation. Wherever there is a copycat, there's always a hint, a tinge, overindulging in emotional manipulation. Absolutely. I just heard people say, oh, you want to step on our toes? Are you bougie or are you ghetto? Well, maybe you're a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but one thing's for sure and two things are for certain. You're definitely not a copycat, ancient soul. You're too intelligent. These are non-committal people. Non-committal as in they're not committed to the truth. They're not committed to not being an emotional manipulator, which are really good commitments to be committed to. But when it's a copycat, scratch a liar, find a thief, and there's no honor amongst thieves. So yeah, the copycats are having a hard time. They're fraudulent. They're being exposed. Okay. So you got fraud, copycat, fear, emotional manipulation, player, trying to play a game. They don't know the rules. They're breaking the rules. They don't have any rules. They don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. That's what I just heard. Non-committal community cup. And somebody's a little nasty. You know what I mean? They're a little raunchy, kind of all over the place, non-committal. Anybody can get it. Usually that's how it goes with copycats. If they can't copy you or copy that, they'll just move along and find somebody that allows them to copy, that doesn't realize that they're copying them. And when people realize, like, yo, you trying to be like me, like, I got this, you got that. I did this, you did that. Somebody's like a vagabond spirit. They just wander from group to group. They copy whoever's available. And when they're done doing that, they just kind of move along. Yeah. It's like somebody that doesn't have, I just heard a personality. That's unfortunate. People like that, honestly, I'm not afraid of anything, but people like that scare me because you never really know who's the last person that they're copying before they got to you, right? And you really want to know the person that they're copying because that's somebody that you could resonate with who's authentic. But the copycat showed up in the friendship and they want to be friends. Somebody's always copying the last person that they recently just copied. Okay. Copy that 10-4 over and out. Yeah. Now they're snapping because this is what happens when everybody calls back their authenticity. When people are being stripped down to nothing, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Okay. This person needs to attach themselves to you, but they're being backed up. Somebody's stuck, somebody's in a rut. Clarify. Yeah, this person is poisonous, they're toxic. This person could be doing like spell work. This is the kind of person that'll invite you out for drinks and then put something in your cup. It's a potion, it's a toxic thing, whatever, to work you, to pull your energy, something like that. Okay. Watch this person, watch your back. That's what I just heard. But now the cat has gotten their tongue. They've been exposed for doing something. The cat's got their tongue. Okay. You got ally, friend, confidant, and parents. Clarify ally, friend, confidant, and parents. Okay. LGBTQIA. Oh man, it's a copycat out here. That's weird. Demonic, nefarious, diabolical. Their demons got them afraid because whatever they tried to send towards you, they can't copy that energy. Somebody doesn't know what's going to happen. Somebody was copying you closely, looking at every single step. Okay. Clarify, are you ghetto or are you bougie? Yeah, these are isolated people. Okay. So here's the thing. All right. I'm channeling somebody that I feel is a pure ancient energy. Like you're very sacred, you're private, you read people's energy, you read their souls. You don't have time for anything that's out of line, or you're just going to expose it. Your presence, your energy, your authenticity naturally does this organically. You don't have to try to do it. It's not a dress rehearsal. It's always taking center stage. You're not reading any lines. You simply show up to be yourself. You're always on time. Now you're beating somebody to the punch. You're beating somebody to the punch, meaning that's your spot and they want to beat you to your spot. And so now they're finding it very difficult. You're their favorite person to copy. Something about adaptability, okay? This could also have something to do with truth and transparency, where people who can see authenticity can simply see. Are you bougie or are you ghetto? You're a class act is what you are. But if you got to take it to the streets, you're going to take these bitches to the back and beat them with a bat of truth and clarity. Copy that. That's what I just heard. Isolation and abandonment. Oh my God. I just heard you little nasty little ragamuffin. That's what they get for copying. You know what I mean? It's like somebody wants you to feel bad for them because they were unsuccessful with trying to copy and paste your energy. Clarify copy and paste. Yeah, this person is crazy. So somebody really wants to harm you. They really want to eliminate you, okay? It's given single white female, okay? No pun intended by way of the title. That's actually the name of the movie, okay? I'm not a racist energy. I don't really get into hate and all that, but that was a really interesting movie for those of you that are movie buffs back in the day. Remember the movie Single White Female? Man, I'm going to try to find it for free and tag it on this video. I feel like it resonates, okay? Single white female was deep. There are really people that are like this, right? So basically, the premise of the movie is somebody had copied and pasted somebody's characteristics so much so, not only did they admire them to the points of obsession, they admired them to the point that they literally wanted to be them, be in their skin, everything about them. They wanted to be that energy, that image, right? But when they weren't successful and the authentic person caught on, the authentic person then is like, hey, I'm the real deal. It can mentally challenge you if you're not psychologically prepared to whoop the hell out of somebody spiritually that is going around talking like you, being like you. I mean, it's like, yeah, we all got things that we admire about each other, but some people have psychological debilitated ass ways of being. Okay. They just do. Right? That's the truth. Pull back the layers, you'll find a sociopath, a narcissist, somebody depressed and sad and isolated. And so somebody's enraged because how motherfucking dare you show up and be your authentic self? Something like that. Intention to harm. Why does somebody want to know if you're bougie or you're ghetto? Maybe you're bougetto. Maybe you're from the hood and you like nice things. Maybe you want a better life for yourself. Okay, maybe you live in the suburbs, but you still go to the hood occasionally because you're trilingual. You speak a little neighborhood. I don't know, but somebody's really concerned about it. Can we be the best of both worlds? Why? Because this person is struggling. They want to eliminate you. You're being a better version of yourself than they are. And usually, if they want to copy and paste you, that means that you're not giving them any material to work with, nothing to copy. You've closed them off from your energy, you've shut them down. You're not giving them any energy to work with. So now they're struggling. They're looking for somebody else to copy. You were supposed to be the successful copy. They were going to eliminate you. In fact, they remember you in their prayers every night with the candle magic. And the demon is now running amok, tearing their lives apart. So now somebody is saying, I have intentions to harm you. It's all your fault because if you hadn't have shown up, I would have convinced everybody that I was you, but I don't know how to balance out a little bit of bougie and a little bit of ghetto. It works for you. That's not you, boo. Listen, when people try to be me, I've had this done to me in the past, okay? It used to irritate me beyond the point of no return. Like, I literally saw myself being violent in my mind's eye, right? This is years ago, right? And then I realized, oh, wait a minute. I'm the authentic version of myself. So why should I be sitting up here struggling with somebody that's trying their hardest to be me, talk like me, get close to my man, get close to my friends? People that really want to copy and be you, oh, it's above and beyond. Usually they're secretly in love with you. They want to have sex with you to experience your essence, not for intimate reasons. This is just in my experience and what I've seen. And then they want to go where you go, eat what you, I mean, they really, really assume the role, the position is so scripted by how you move and what you do. They always hit a stumbling block when you decide to choose to be something else and they're stuck with an outdated version of you. And unless you write the script, unless you tell the lines or tell the story, they really don't have anything to say. So now the cat's got this fool's tongue. They might as well go get a dog. Are they going to copy the dog? Because Spirit is saying something is like really beneath you. They usually want to experience every aspects of you, right? They want to get close to your mother. They want to get close to your family. They really want to get close to you. What happens when somebody thinks that they are a mastermind manipulator and they run into a mental giant, somebody that trumps them on all levels, is reading them for the filth that they are? They're cut from a raggedy ass cloth, one that we would not even wipe our dogs' asses with. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just here to channel the message. Chaos magic. They were supposed to leave you confused and messed up about who you were so they could run off with your essence and your personality. It feels like a destiny swap. But your destiny is so custom fit, tailored fit. You were somewhere ascending beautifully. You're like, I'm not about to fight over who I am. I'm not about to, I'm good everywhere that I go, right? Clarify. Somebody is mad, child, that you're standing in your power, which leaves them struggling and scraggling and scraping for energy. The cat's got their tongue because they don't know what to say. Yeah, I just heard, I'm not your puppet. Oh, man. Somebody wanted to be a puppet. Anything will do, okay? Pull my string, put a battery in my back, make me say this or that. Scarcity, lack, and poverty. I just heard all of your doggone enemies are poor. None of them has any type of high frequency. Now, somebody took that on a financial level because that's the way their mind is wired up. And somebody saw that ancient intelligence poor as in frequency. It's not a good place to be. Clarify, no attachments. They tried to attach to you. Yeah, this person is lusting after your energy. So if this is the opposite sex, they're lusting after your energy. They want to siphon your energy, your essence, feel it, be in it. If this is somebody that's same sex, they want to siphon your energy, but it's for psychotic reasons, okay? This is to copy your sexual energy. That's what I just heard. So they want to see how you move. What do you say during sex? How do you talk? What's going on? Like, big weirdo energy, right? Go get a dog. It's Leo season. Take that mask off. Take that mask off. Hey, take that mask off. Take that mask off. So there was confusion around the truth. This person told people you were trying to be them. Clarify. Yeah, somebody, listen, somebody is crazy. They're crazy. I just heard the people in the coven know that something's wrong with them. They're part of some type of coven. Something about you being secure, something about you being safe with yourself and confident. Okay? Clarify. Reward and gift. Clarify. This person is crazy, honey. They want to interfere in all your relationships because one thing about a copycat, first rule of thumb, by way of their psychotic way of thinking, is to isolate you from family, friends, your children, your pets. They only want it to be you and them. That's it. So that you lose sense of reality. Now, listen, people that really can't read into this type of like reverse psychology will miss it. But when they realize that this person has come to kill, steal, and destroy, it's a slow kill. Somebody's patient. This is how you know somebody's psychotic because they really enjoy the ride, like playing around in people's faces. Somebody wanted to try on your clothes. One thing I know for sure, don't ever put on anybody else's clothes if you can help it. Now, if you don't have nothing to wear, you might want to wash those clothes in some ammonia. Get that energy up off of that. Don't ever put on anybody else's shoes, not even casually. From a spiritual standpoint, energetically, it matters. You don't want to wear nobody else's shoes. You'll start to pick up on their energy, pick up on their soul. Your soul is at the bottom of your feet. Everything in your body is connected to your feet and your hands. Those are your chakras. So be 10 toes down. And if you don't have a pair of shoes, pray to get a new pair. Somebody literally wanted to wear your clothes. This could have been somebody that wanted to borrow your clothes. Or if you don't know this person, that's even scarier. This person is really mad because you're in a loving relationship, okay? Or you're going to be, and they're in the background. They feel like whoever this person that's coming into your life, whoever you're connected to, is interrupting their program. It's stopping them. It's isolating them. It's forcing them to see nothing because nothing from nothing leaves nothing. If you don't get this person nothing to copy, if nobody's around them, they become very, very afraid. They become unhinged. But see, this is the thing. If they don't know who they are, we're going to help them with the truth. What are they? They're unhinged. They're demonic. They're nefarious. They're afraid. They carry fear. They carry anxiety. Everywhere they go, they carry chaos. So if they were under any type of illusions of what they are and what they got going on, that's what they are. When you call back all your power and you call back all your energy, right? That's what they are. They see you as a source to plug into. Somebody feels like you're the best source, the best thing to copy. They don't even know what else to do. If they can't copy you, they can't get to work. They don't have no ideas. They can't fake and be creative. If you're doing something that you really love, they find it difficult to love that very thing too. For them, it's like pulling teeth because somebody is trying to love what you love. These are people who have no spiritual signature, and somebody's a part of a coven. Clarify? I wonder if they tried to join the coven based on your image. They did. Spiritual rank has been debunked and or they've been kicked out of the damn group. Like how the hell you get kicked out of a coven? How? Covens receive everybody. They receive the raggedy, the busted, the messed up. They love a good trauma bond. Why? Because they got rank in them groups. There's always an underdog, a runt of the group. It's never equal. And the ones that are equal are usually controlling the other people in the group. You ain't being initiated to anything fair, okay? That's how I rock with myself. That's why I roll with myself. I done had a couple of offers from a couple of covens. They put millions of dollars on the table. They offered to buy me a house, offered to buy me a home, and I told them, hey, I'm not here for that. I ain't got time for that. If your coven is so powerful, why are you out here trying to recruit me and other chosen ones? This is how you know that the system is failing. Somebody stuck out their body. It could be the copycat. She can't return. He can't return back to their vessel. So now they're just blending in nature with all that nasty energy that they sent out. And they're obsessed with you. Woo! A bugaboo. This is a bugaboo. Clarify this energy. Yeah, somebody is like, we're together. This is what this person is saying. We're totally together. No, we're not. Like, you weird. Clarify. That's crazy. Let's see. The card fell down here. Hold on, y'all. Let me just see what's going on. Yeah, didn't I just tell you they stalking? I was going to say spawking and spying, or talking and spawking and talking and spying. Somebody's crazy. Spiritual rank in the reverse. They don't have your spiritual protection. They can't copy your spiritual signature. Somebody comment down below. My divine spiritual signature is so authentic that people will end up snapped, unhinged, unplugged, in fear, looking at themselves, isolated, debunked, messed up, crying, sad. Somebody is LGBTQIA, if that's what they need to be, okay. It's that type of copycat. It's that type of copycat. And they're falling asunder. Their time is up. Because with intention to harm, they wanted to unalive you, but they've been kicked out of the coven. They've been debunked. Somebody in this coven realized that they're not who they say they are. Spiritual rank is in the reverse. Clarify. Somebody is done. Scarcity. Look, and they're sitting up isolated, alone, and projecting. But what happens when you're so authentic and you're changing every day into somebody that they don't know, and you're not feeding them any good ideas of who they need to be next because you're simply focused on your own growth? They project because they just hope that that energy reaches you. This is a form of trying to catch a line, to get into your energy, to get into your mind. Clarify projection. Yeah, this person is done. And they've been kicked out of the group. They've been kicked out of your house, out of your relationship. Somebody wants to be in your house, in your bed. If you're a woman, you with a guy, they want to be next to your man. They want to copy your essence. This is somebody that's easy to control. They'll be whatever you like. But we're going to need them to be themselves. And what they are is snapped and unhinged with a crazy instability to be sane, unstable. Is that an instability to be sane? Inability to be sane, instability and insanity, inability to be sane. Somebody doesn't have the ability to be sane. They were cautioned by the spirit realm. So somebody very well could be getting their asses handed to them on a spiritual level. Clarify, caution, warning, danger, the copycat. Yeah, the copycat is scared. The copycat, the copycat can't impersonate you no more. They don't know what the hell to do. They don't know. They just out. Listen, I stay away from people like this. People like this, I trigger them to their core. Because although I'm very much loving, I have a very sweet energy about me. It's real love. And my real love will torment somebody that's walking in something that they can't even wear. I promise you. People like this, I shake them to their root. They'll go to sleep crying. I got condos in that witch head. That's what I just heard. That's what my spirit team said. That wasn't my words, but that's what my spirit team just said. We got condos in that witch head before she go to bed. Yeah, because authenticity always makes people uncomfortable who are copycats. Somebody can't impersonate you no more. They can't steal your work. They can't copy what you do. They can't emotionally manipulate people. They can't even picture you in their mind, but you're renting space in their head. Somebody's doing mindless activities. Now the cat's got your tongue. You need to go get a dog. Somebody's got a dog. Somebody's doing something with spell work. Because I keep seeing a dog. This could be a hellhound, a demon, something that they're bound to. Clarify, they were warned to stay about your energy. Clarify, they were warned. Yeah, look, doing magic. Now, though, all those illusions, just imagine somebody trying to project onto you that you're the one that's not deserving to be yourself so that people don't think that you're really you. And just imagine the illusion. It's projecting out these illusions. It's bouncing back. They've been cautioned, warned, endangered, and they end up only seeing themselves as they are, which is a big ball of chaos that doesn't deserve to exist. Somebody's a liar, a snake. They're a cold-hearted snake. Look into their eyes. Uh-oh. Surprise. Can't look into their eyes. The eyes are the windows to the soul. This person ain't got no soul, y'all. Start waking up, chosen ones. This could be clarification, confirmation. Some of these people ain't got no soul. That's why they want to copy you. Yeah, but they can't. You got ancient intel, ancient insight, ancient knowledge that can't be stolen. And the level of protection that we have at this point is cautioning these people to stop, because with intention to harm, that means that somebody felt like they had enough download of your spirit that they could go and play some type of spiritual rank. Spiritual rank is in the reverse. And then once they felt they had enough, they were just simply going to get rid of you, the authenticator of your essence. This is an impostor. This is an inexperienced soul snatcher, because ancient souls can't be snatched. And if you try to copy that, you're going to find yourself somewhere in the back getting beat with a bat of truth and honesty and clarity. And you're going to end up looking like what you are, which is afraid that people are about to find out you ain't the truth. You can't handle the truth. The spirit realm is being real sarcastic. I can't make it up. I'm just here to channel the energy. A lot of people think this is my opinion. How I show up here at Spiritual Court TV has everything to do with divinity and me being the oracle. I'm simply saying what it is that I see by way of these people's unconscious behavior. They're not even aware of this, but they're looking like this. All they know is that they need more of that. I need some more. Like drugs, they're fiending for your energy, for your essence, for your personality. And when they see you and they can't get it, they do things to try to throw you off. They try to do things to try to get your attention, because if you pay them attention, at least it's some type of energy. But the more you starve them out, the more they want to be you, because now they feel defeated. These are people that pride themselves on being master manipulators. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Oh, wow. Well, it looks like somebody's about to lose it all, everything. They got kicked out the group, the coven. Three wheel, what is this here? Three wheel in the reverse. The third wheel, the third party, the other woman, man, whatever, etc., is in the reverse. They've been exposed for not being authentic. People think they're weird. They're kind of afraid of them, and people are distancing themselves from them. And they're right to do that because they're being seen for what they are. Okay. Now, there is a coven here, a group, an association, and spiritual rank came up in the reverse. That means that there's more to this story. In fact, there's a whole lot more to this story. Now, we're going to dive into it. We're going to pull back the layers. We're going to pray about it. We're going to call in the angels. I'm going to put up my shield of protection, the full armor of God, because I wish a bitch would try to stop me in the middle of war between now and December. Ogun is on that ass, got the machete, chopping down these people's lies, cutting off their lying tongues. The cats got their tongues, okay? We're going to pull back the layers, okay? I would love to do that here, but there are certain rules and regulations, and I'm going to do the extended in the membership. So big shout out to the members. I will see you there. For all of you that were able to join me here in this public reading, please join me over for the exclusive extended, because there is a coven behind this person, and spiritual rank in the reverse is letting me know that somebody tried to take somebody's high ranking position. Whoever you are, you're an ancient soul. You could have felt somebody pulling at you, tugging at you. Yeah, somebody wanted a super suit. Somebody wanted to wear your skin. Now it's the end. But we're going to go into the coven because the coven has all the accounts. The coven wants to tell us what everything is about, and we're going to find out. We're going to see the truth right now. I love y'all, okay? I'll see you in the extended. Until then, peace be with you.